All right, good morning. Exactly. So my plan for today was to obviously take a quiz. But then I'm like, oh, I told you guys all about slant asymptotes on Monday, and then we didn't have class yesterday, we didn't have class the day before. So my new plan now is I shortened the quiz. You're welcome. Okay? And I want to go over an example that has a slant asymptote. Okay? And it's kind of a goofy one, so we'll still be able to handle it. Yeah? Yes, I changed one number. Changed the 9 to a 2. So, nothing changed. Yeah, I know. Oh, now you can't factor this one. Boo-hoo. Big boo-hoo. All right. So, again, the last 2 days you should have watched videos, and you should have a full-on completed supplemental note sheet, toolkit, cheat sheet, whatever you want to call it, that should be out to go along with doing everything and anything here in this one. Okay? So, step number 1 on said supplemental note sheet says what? Excuse me, step 0. Step 0 says simplify. Can I simplify the top? No. Can I simplify the bottom? No. Okay, so that's simplified. Step number 1 then says what? Find the domain. What is the domain of this function? Agree? Okay. Which means that I have a vertical asymptote at x equals 3. That's going to go on my line, or on my graph, dashly. Okay. Step number 2, find the horizontal asymptote. What do I do to find the horizontal asymptote? Looking at the degrees, what's my degree on top? 2, what's my degree on the bottom? 1. Big over small means what? None. So that's a none case for horizontal asymptotes. But, what's the but? Because they differ by 1. So I'm going to put a little asterisk there. Tells me that I got a new step number 6. Step number 3 says y-intercepts. What is the y-intercept? Zero comma 8/3. Okay. 8/3 is approximately what? A little bit more than 2.5. 2 2/3. Yep. Okay. So 1, 2, more than a half. Okay. X-intercepts is step 4. What do I do for x-intercepts? Set the numerator equal to 0. Add 8. Square root both sides. plus minus 2 square root of 2. Because the square root of 8 can be simplified. Square root of 8 of 8. Closer to 2 or closer to 3? Closer to 3, because 8 is closer to 9, right? So it's actually almost 3. Step 5 dealt with holes. Let's do. Do we have a hole? No? Didn't factor anything out in step 0, so none holes. Step 6 says we have to find our slant asymptote. How do I go about finding my slant asymptote? Got to do the division, right? Okay, right? Synthetic or long? Synthetic, okay. So on the outside go my zeros. So x minus 3 equals 0. So x would equal 3. So on the outside would go my zeros. On the inside goes my coefficients, 1, 0, and negative 8. Drop, multiply, add, multiply, add. Then I do what? Drop the remainder. Okay. So my slant asymptote then would be y equals 1x plus 3. Because then people see the slope. Okay. How do I graph y equals 1x plus 3? So that's up 3. I don't know which way over is. To the right. If I didn't want to go up 1 and right 1, what would my other option be? That becomes a dashed line. In my left zone, we have that. In my right zone, I would need to try 4, probably 5, and 6. If I plug in 4, I get 16 minus 8 is 8. 4 minus 3 is 1. So I get 8. If I plug in 5, I got 25 minus 8 is 17 all over 2. That's 8.5. And if I plug in 6, I get 36 minus 8, which is 28 all over 3, which is a little bit more than 9. So we are questions on any of this stuff? On top of us going to be taking a quiz here very shortly, we will also have your salmon colored homework being